is this just a promotion for upcoming Toastmasters Speakers event that's going to be September 5th between 6 and 7 o'clock at Tuesdays in the Gulfgate area of Sarasota? Please come. Absolutely not. I have never and will never promote myself or an event in a Toastmasters speech. If you don't believe me, you can go to my YouTube channel, Jason Silverstein, and watch my videos. I have a playlist there labeled Toastmasters Speeches. I was asked to research a project, and the project that was most on my mind was this upcoming Toastmasters Speakers event. And it all came about with a conversation I had with Rebecca. She asked me, would I like to be part of a committee that would put on speakers events around Sarasota, and also we would go around to different organizations that normally have speakers and speak there, such as Rotary, Sertoma, Kiwanis, boat clubs, beach clubs, yacht clubs, cemeteries. Basically, any place that would have us, we would go. When you're asked a question like that, which is, do you want to be on a committee that's going to do exactly what you want to do? You have to think about it a long time. And I did. 1 second later, I said yes. Now I was on the committee. A short time later, I found myself doing a Jason on location video at Tuesdays. Now you might be asking yourselves, what is Jason on location? Well, I'm glad you asked. That's me going around to different locations around Sarasota and doing mostly self-development videos. And since my name is Jason, and I go to different locations, and I like things to rhyme, I call it Jason on location. And wouldn't you know, I have a Facebook page for that called Jason on Location if you want to watch those videos. I was there with the owner at these days, and I asked her if she wanted to be on the video with me, and she said yes. That was good. It got more views that way, and it got the conversation going. She also happened to have recognized me from my January Marketing on Main speech. Have any of you ever been to Marketing on Main? Okay, so you know about it. And also it's a great example of how to put on an event and how to promote an event. So for those of you who have been there, you know what it's all about. I was also talking with the owner about Toastmasters. I invited her here actually. And I told her about our speakers event idea and would she like to host it. She said yes. That was step number one. I now had a venue. It was time for the next step was to talk to Rebecca about what happened and find a time that Rebecca could make it and also good for the owner. So it took a little time, but we got it nailed down. Now we had a venue, a date, and time. I'm done, right? No. Now it's time for our first committee meeting. And at that committee meeting, we established who the speakers were, the four of us. And luckily, I made the cut. It was close, but I persuaded everybody that I picked the venue, I should be on there. So I made it. I was on it. Now we had to come up with our agenda, and Rebecca asked me to come up with help her come up with an email. Alice was there too, helping out. And Rebecca sent out an email to everybody telling you what the speakers event is all about and what we're going to accomplish. Now, if you haven't read that email, I highly, highly suggest that you read it. It's one of the most well-written emails I've ever read in my life. And it tells you everything that's going to happen. So check your email box for that. Now we had the committee, the email, establish the speakers, and the speaker venue. And the speakers. We're done, right? We could just show up? No. Now it's time for the promotion. And the promotion, I feel, is probably one of the hardest things and also one of the most important things. Because if we don't tell anybody about this event, you know who's going to show up? Nobody. So we have to tell people about this event. I'm not a natural at it, and I don't know if anyone else on the committee is either, but I'm doing my best out here. The first thing I did was I did a video with Rebecca that we did last week and posted it to social media, my Facebook page, and made it into an event. And I invited a bunch of people, and some people said they were going or at least interested. That was the first thing I did. And then on Tuesday, I posted a picture of myself and Rebecca. Said a lot of nice things about Rebecca, and that got quite a few likes and comments. And I also mentioned the event there. And that takes us to the present day. Now, the whole time I can see in your faces what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourselves, how can I help promote this event? Isn't that right? Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you think that. Yes, you can help. And why should you help? You should help because this is not about just the 4 speakers that will be there. It doesn't just benefit us. We're going to be talking about Sarasota Speakers Exchange, which is all of you. That's going to bring attention to our club and potential members. Not only that, just because you're not in this first event, you could be in a second event or a third event. But those second event or third event will only occur if we get people to this first event. I think this first event is really important because I know I'm going to be taking pictures there. Other people are going to be taking pictures there. And if we could show that we're a big hit and that people want to come watch us and they're happy with our product, other people are going to want to come to another event. Other venues may see it and want to ask us to come there, and that'll just make everything easier if we start off with a good first event. So if you would like to help out, you can see myself or anyone else on the committee, which right now is secret. But you can come see me or Rebecca, and we can help you. Thank you very much.